What is up, everyone? Another week, another episode of the Stay Real podcast. It is me, Mike. I am here this week. Thank goodness. I made it through another week. Not too bad of a week. Got some school done this week, which I'm happy about. All I got to do is renew my CPR, and I am ready to go. So I'm glad about that. But enough about me. What are we going to talk about this week? Well, I don't know if any of you know this or if you even give a shit, but I really enjoy documentaries, especially documentaries about weird shit. Now weird shit is a broad category, all right? That encompasses anything from ghosts, hauntings, cryptids, aliens, all the way over to just good old conspiracy, murder, evil people, cult leaders, just weird ass shit. Because every bit of that, you can actually take something away from. Even the weird shit, you can take shit away from. So I really like that shit. And if any of you know, if you're into that shit, there is a one-stop shop called Discovery Plus. All right. Now that's a paid subscription. It's a lot more than it used to be. It started off at like $7, somewhere around $7 when I first started. And now it's like $9. So, but if you like, and again, not just the shit I mentioned before, I'm talking everything, food, travel, all that stuff is under Discovery Plus. And in my opinion, when you're doing other things, or you're just, not in the mood to watch a movie, or, there's not really any shit on, dude, you throw on some, Discovery, you put on that app, you're going to fucking find something to throw on, just fucking pass the time, 100%. And most likely you're going to get sucked into something and watch a bunch of episodes of it. So, I mean, if you have the money and you like shit like that, it's definitely worth it. And I don't pay for a lot of subscription services. I just have the big ones. I mean, I have Prime, because I have, Amazon and Netflix. But I also get that through T-Mobile. So I don't really pay for stuff. I watch a lot of, I'm very specific what I watch, and a lot of stuff you can find down there and whatever other things. So, but I pay for that. That's one thing I do pay for. And I enjoy it. And I always find stuff on there. Now, I really like studying human behavior. Okay. I mean, it's good for my job too, because that's all I deal with are people and their problems and their anxieties and their luggage and whatever else. Excuse me. That all comes with them to the gym. And just like they take their backpack off when they get there or unload their purse, they unload all their shit from that day if it's been a week since I saw them, sometimes they'll unload that. I mean, not everyone does that, but a lot of clients come there to unload, get some load on their muscles and get some load off their brains. So, I really enjoy learning about that stuff. And it just helps you learn how to interact with people better and understand people better and understand, unfortunately, the evil that is out there. Like, it doesn't matter who you are or where you live. There's evil out there, There's bad people doing bad things that just don't give a shit. So I just like to know about that stuff, and I like to get into their brains and understand that stuff. Because it could only help you in so many ways, which this is not what this podcast, this particular episode is about. But I just wanted to give you some background about Discovery Plus and all that. Now, I watch a show on there called Evil Lives Here. Let me bring that up. So Evil Lives Here. Okay. Basically, in a nutshell, it's you'll hear and you'll hear stories and see recreations of people that either were married to, it was a family member or whatever, but they lived with someone that wound up being a monster. Whether they raped, murdered, whatever they did, all the above. And then, they tell you about growing up that there were signs. There were signs that this could happen one day. Even early on in this person's interaction with that person. Now, again, it could have been family, so they grew up with this person, or a spouse. So it could be a spouse that they are interviewing, or a survivor from the bad thing that person did as well. So they'll have survivors sometimes on there too, or family members of the survivors. Okay. Now this show has been on. I mean, it's season 15 just started, so it's been on. I'm going to assume 15 years, right? Somewhere around there, maybe more, because of what happened a couple of years ago. Things kind of stopped. So, and I'm pretty sure I've watched every episode of this show. Don't ask me to remember every one of them. There's tons of them. So forget that. But I've been watching it. I've seen every episode. I didn't watch it from the beginning, but I've watched every episode. So I was excited. And there's all these spin-offs too, dude. There's spin-offs like Evil Lives Here, Confessions or something. They're just like all these spins off of this where they like talk to the same people later after the original episode aired and blah, 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 blah. So they're just sucking these stories dry. And like an idiot, I still watch them all. But the original one is called Evil Lives Here. And again, usually the setup of Evil Lives Here is they interview the family members, be it spouses or blood relatives, that lived and went through this thing with the person that was evil. Hence, Evil Lives Here with me. And they do recreations, and you hear all the different stories, how you could see that there was an escalation up to the point where the bad thing happened, whatever it was. And usually it's just they're interviewing, and it's very emotional. But these people, they're agreeing to this, and it's them letting their story out. So they're telling their story. They're being asked questions. And again, there's always fancy little editing with anything. But it's still, the format is pretty much like tell us your story and asking questions and showing pictures and reactions to pictures that they see or hearing them talk. Old interviews, they'll let them hear it, or they'll see old videos and then they'll ask them about it. So they're digging up all this stuff, sure. But the person knows they're going to go in here and that's what's going to happen. And they're going to have to deal with this shit. But, it's pretty straightforward. We're showing you this shit. It's bringing up the old trauma. It sucks. But in a way, you're kind of healing from it, right? So I'm fine with that, I mean, yeah, they're kind of making money off of trauma. But a lot of these people, this is therapeutic to let this story out. So I'm all right with it. So I watched the new episode. And I thought it was weird because usually the episode's around 45 minutes to an hour, somewhere in there. And this one was an hour and a half or more, it was. And I was like, wow, is that some kind of new format where they're making them longer or something? Or they're maybe doing 2 episodes, 2 different things in one? Like, why is it so long all of a sudden? Is it just for the first episode? Whatever, okay. So I go in. And again, I'm not going to go into the whole story, but in a nutshell, first, you see that now they're going to have these 2 people meet, the victim and the wife of the guy who wound up kidnapping and raping this girl. and killing her boyfriend. They never did that in the show that I can remember, where they had, and I'm not saying there isn't an episode or two, but I can't remember it. The format was always pretty much the same. But now all of a sudden they're having that, and that was the very beginning. That's what they came in with. It was going to be about this. It was going to be about their interaction coming in. I'm like, oh wow, well, let's check it out. Maybe this will be good. And then I started seeing how how they edited it together. And of course, they always want to pull you in the first like 5 minutes, not even the first 2-3 minutes. They want to pull you in so you'll watch the episode. They've got to get you in those first couple minutes to want to watch more, or you'll be like, peace out. There's plenty of other things I could do or watch. So they selectively edit this shit where you think that the victim is all pissed at the wife of the guy. So you're like, okay, what direction are we going here? Okay. Then they backtrack and we start hearing the story of the wife. Again, I'm going to be very vague here and I'm going to go fast because I'm going to give you the whole synopsis of the episode. But you find out that this woman was abused in every way possible. Not at first. He was fine at first. But then her and her kids were abused. And he used fear tactics on her, and the police wouldn't help her, and she tried, and all this other shit. And then I'm starting to think to myself, well, then this other woman's a jackass, because why is she getting pissed at this woman when she was being abused and couldn't do anything and didn't even know about her? So I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So you hear about 30 to 45 minutes of the wife, and then we switch over to the victim. Okay? I'm going to show you the victim. This is her talking. This poor woman, what she went through, she's fucked up to this day, all these years later. Almost 30 years later, or whatever it was. And she's still fucked up. She has a family now and kids and everything, but still fucked up from it. Now we switch to her. And I'm like, now I don't see where this woman's going to be coming from. And then I start hearing that she don't know shit about the other woman. She has no idea. And also thought that they were pissed at her and would come after her because she put him away. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this show right now? Okay? I'm like, where are they fucking going with this? All right. So I watched some more. So they're interviewing her. And now they're going to show her clips of the wife interview. These motherfuckers, dude. These motherfuckers selected the parts that would make her think that, and then they would cut it off. So they kept taking her to a spot here. And let me say it this way. They kept taking her to this emotional spot that would kill her when everybody else who's watching knows what the whole story is. But they're fucking leading her and not telling her the whole story, and she's getting mad, sad, emotional. She's thinking that she's a piece of shit because they're cutting it off. And you're like, bro, let it keep playing, and then she'll see that it's not. And I'm like, why are you making this woman who is fucked up already? And maybe it was fake. Maybe they had it something, but I don't think this woman was faking personally. Okay? How the fuck do you make this woman go through additional trauma of thinking that this other woman is fucked up even longer when she's already scared of her and her family because she thinks they're going to come after her? You lead her like a little fucking breadcrumbs. All along the way, she's all fucked up, she has to walk away for a minute. She's all sad and shit, fucked up, crying. All that trauma's coming back up. When, if you would have just let her watch the whole fucking thing, she would have got the context of the whole thing. Wouldn't have been as good for your fucking viewers who love that shit, which a lot of people watch it just to watch these people fucking go through shit. No, they fucking did it. This poor woman. And I was like, bro, I hope this isn't the fucking direction this show is going in now. Because I'm done with it then. I won't watch this shit no more. Again, it's one thing when the person chooses to let this trauma out. And sure, it's hard. They have to step away, dude. I could tell you from my own personal trauma. I understand. You have to fucking step away sometimes. It's overwhelming. Shit comes up you didn't even know was there. It will physically take you over. Physically take over your body. Trauma. Especially the trauma that is brought up by something you had no fucking some exterior stimulus fucking fucked you up, and all of a sudden you had this trauma that you didn't even remember was there, know was there, whatever, come out physically. It is true. I feel some people take advantage of it, which humans take advantage of every fucking thing they can. But that is a real fucking thing. And to put this woman through extra shit, dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. And then, yeah, sure, they finally met, and fucking it was great. She was better. They were both better. They got it all off. Sure. But, bro, fucking doing shit for ratings, sure. That shit's been around forever. I get it. Anytime they can suck somebody dry just to get a view. I mean, regular people do it all the time. How many people do stupid things on YouTube just to get views, right? They don't care about what it's doing to the person. And that's what this show teaches. If you want to get views, manipulate people and manipulate their trauma. And I think it's kind of fucking gross. I do. Again, are they going through trauma, these shows? Yeah. They're making a choice, though. They're telling their story. It's a whole nother fucking thing when you're manipulating the evidence and just giving them little snippets. You know, kind of fucking weird, huh? You only get kind of snippets of things. You don't get the whole story. I don't know. So, yeah, I will shift to this, though. Well, let me end on this. If I watch the second episode and it's anything like this, I'm done. If they go back kind of to the other thing, or even if they keep it where people meet again, but if they keep manipulating shit like that and that's the new norm, I'm out. I'm fucking out. But I will tell you something. There are some real fun shows on here, okay? And then we're going to end this video. So you have all your categories, right? These are all the channels. Not that, hey, I'm not being sponsored by Discovery either. Hey, Discovery Plus, you want to sponsor me, that's fine. But I am not getting anything for this. I just watch this stupid shit. So these are all the channels you'll get when you have this station. I mean, it's everything. Animals. Did you throw on some animal shit in the background sometimes? History. You got everything, dude. If you want some news, you got that too. But yeah, Destination America, Lifetime. So I literally call Motor Trend. So it's literally everything for everybody. It really is. Dude, I suggest watching this show too, Fear Thy Neighbor. If you have decent people living on each side of you, bow down, praise God, and be thankful. Because watch that show and you'll see how thankful you are. Because motherfuckers just takes a small thing to throw a person off, bro. And then you got a mortal enemy just 2 walls away, dude. And that is not a way to live. So don't be an asshole. Be cool with the people around you, man, because that's where you got to live. But watch that show and you'll see. Ain't no fucking yoke. But what I want to find, and now I'm not going to be able to find it. Obviously, you can see all these fucking shows on here. There's tons of shit. Even shit I hate. Here it is. Okay, look. I personally, no disrespect, am very, very enamored by little people. I don't know. I like to watch stuff about little people. Okay? Again, no disrespect at all. I am really interested in that stuff. Don't know why. Ever since I was younger, I've been very interested. Maybe it's because I'm a short person and they make me look tall. Maybe that's it. Who the fuck knows? But I'm interested. And anytime I can jump in on something that has little in the beginning of it or somewhere in the title, I'm in. Okay? I actually, again, you go on Instagram and you jump around the absolute armpit of the internet called social media, you will slowly find yourself in a pit somewhere and get all kinds of different things. Now, it's not far fetched for me to get little person stuff or weird stuff on my Instagram, but I had seen these guys on Instagram before this even came out. And they had popped up in my feeds a lot, and I would watch them and everything. So when I saw this pop up, I was like, shit, I'm in. I'm going to watch this shit. Now, there was only a few episodes. I think there was only 6 episodes. And again, you can tell it's heavily edited, and you can tell it's scripted a little bit. But I don't know, dude. It's a good time. It ain't fucking Shakespeare. Sure. It ain't Gone with the Wind, homie. It ain't that, but fuck. It'll get you through 45 minutes to an hour, especially if you're working on your computer or doing some other kind of shit, cleaning, whatever the fuck. It's great. So I didn't want to end on a pissed off note with that other show, but man, I'm fucking done with that shit. If that's how you're gonna do it, dude, I fucking people with trauma, dude, man, don't fuck with them like that. I'm not alright like that. I'm alright for using humor to lift somebody up who's had trauma, but that's not what that shit is. That's just like, hey, we're gonna fucking take you to an emotional place that you don't have to be. I'm gonna let you stew there for a fucking second, and then we're gonna take you to the next one. Let you stew there for a little bit, and we're gonna keep fucking with you. I don't like that shit. That's kind of gross. I hope that's not the direction you're going, but who the fuck knows anymore? But that's all I wanted to talk about today. I talk about a lot of movies and stuff. If you want me to go into more shows I watch on here, let me know. That's cool. I watch all kinds of different weird shit on here. And I can tell you about some of the other weird shit that I watch if you want to see about that too. Because some weird shit I watch on YouTube as well. I can give shout outs to the people I watch on there too. But yeah, I'm kind of all over the place because usually I'm doing something else. Like if I'm gaming and I'm not playing with someone else, I'll put stuff on while I'm gaming, while I'm grinding something or whatever. So I'm always got something going while I'm doing something else. I like having my brain working as much as my body. You know, I have my moments to zone out. Like I will take time out of my day to zone out. That might involve a nap. That might not. I might just zone out and just whatever comes into my head, I'll think about. But other than that, I try to just clear it and I'll listen to something in the background. Usually somebody narrating something or talking about something where I don't have to really watch it. You know, like Mr. Ballin. I'm not sure you guys know Mr. Ballin, but stuff along those lines where somebody maybe tells a story or whatever, and I don't have to watch the screen. I'll put that on low and I'll just kind of zone out to the voice and either take a little nap or if something comes to my head, I'll think about it and then I may jump up and go with it or something, whatever. But yeah, it's good stuff. It's not too expensive, man. You don't need a lot of that shit. There's all kinds of them, Paramount and blah, 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 blah. I say, wait till the thing you want comes out. Get it for a month. Binge for the month on all your stuff and then cancel it. Dude, it's so sporadic, the stuff. Not saying that it might not be good stuff for other people on there, but for you personally, who cares about the other stuff if you're not going to watch it, even if it is good? You're not going to watch it. Who cares? Wait, let some stuff of yours build up that you want to watch if you're not crazy about watching it right away, and then watch it. Or then you can binge the shit out of it, right? But I don't know, man. That's all I got. If you like the content, like me, like what I do, got nothing fucking better to do with your finger, press the fucking button. And I don't know, give me a freaking sub. Give me a fucking follow. Give me a like, something, dude. Let me know you made it to the end. I don't know. Anything to let me know you're out there would be cool. Doesn't matter. I'm still going to come on here and bullshit because I don't care. But it's cool if you like it too. So, if you want to see the merch, go to the Instagram. Link is in the bio. Any link you could ever need is there. We also have the actual podcast is on audio platforms as well. You can go check it out on Spotify, Apple, Google, all of those, iHeartRadio, all of them. You can hear the audio podcast. And listen, you guys have a great week. You guys and gals and everyone else have a great week. And I don't know. I will see you next time. Peace.
Go to Harris, I'm telling you, better. Bye. Go to Harris, I'm telling you, better.
See you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Harris, I'm telling you.